Is it filming? Alright guys, so we've just arrived in Chelsea, London, where we're staying for the night and then going to the Prop Firm Expo. I was going to say that you should come see me at the Traders University stage at 3 PM, but you're not going to be there, are you? Alright, let's go to the flat. We're going to play some paddle. Time to be the best player ever. Whoa! I've won the game. No. We are just confirming our Uber now to the Grand Connaught Rooms. I'm doing a speech today. Speech day. Speech day. Nervous? Yeah, not too bad. I was a bit more nervous before. We basically ran through the whole presentation, which is quite long, and we only got to 13 minutes, and I was like, oh. It's a 30-minute slot. So we redid it, and now it is 30 minutes, so I'm a lot less nervous now. Yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll be good to network with a lot of the traders. A lot of my students, my mentees are there as well, so excited to see them as always. Might be the last time I do see them without it being in a different country, so yeah, exciting times. But yeah, I'm basically just doing a speech on like my journey as a trader and all the tips and tricks that I've learned to take me from ultimately a COVID tester to passing $4 million in funded capital in total. So yeah, guys.
What do you mainly trade?
I trade pretty much only GU and EU in London session.
Yeah.
And we've got a New York strat as well, but it's like, it's not as like developed as a London bet.
Yes,
like London.
we only trade London Open and New York Open.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's even more precise you can be, the better initially. Hey, there he is. All right, buddy. Cool. Hello everybody. Appreciate you all coming and listening to my probably not amazing speech. We've recently come back, so it was a little bit rushed, but basically today what I'll be going through is my entire journey, going from when I was working as a COVID tester to managing to pass over $4 million in funded capital. Everything from the good, bad, ugly, any tips and tricks that I can think of and I've presented to you guys. Definitely try and take as much value out of it as I can, because yeah, there is some definite lessons to learn. So first things first, a little bit about me. As you can see, I'm a pretty normal person. But yeah, I basically found myself at sixth form. This is when I started to like learn how to trade. I just come off of working at TK Maxx, and I was in the lockdown year, so I didn't even get my results from me actually doing the tests. They were given to me kind of as like mocks, basically, from my mocks. So I ended up, as I said at the start, working as a COVID tester. My journey wasn't like particularly amazing for the first 2 years. It's quite a slow start after this course. It took a long time. Like there was a lot of things that I do now that the guy that I was learning from didn't believe in. And a lot of the times you do have to just kind of be as proactive as possible basically and try and find out things that are missing. So for me, didn't believe in back testing, didn't believe in journaling, didn't believe in having like a set criteria to trade with. I'm holding up quite happily my first funded payout from FTMO. That was 3 years ago now. So I've been trading for quite a long time, even though I probably don't look it. 5 or 6, coming up to 6 years now. Like I said, I was in my mum's garage. We've done a recent video talking about my trading story on YouTube. But as you can see, that was where I was trading like my whole life before I started seeing real success. And eventually we moved into an office, as you can see here. So yeah, that was the office, and that process obviously meant I could dial in a little bit more and not be accompanied by like a penny board and a spider, and I could trade like a proper trader, if you get what I'm saying. But ultimately, as a trader, I'd say the biggest trait you can have is resilience. If you're not staying resilient and ultimately continuously going, you're only ever going to really lose once you quit in trading. And I think if you're constantly improving and constantly looking to improve, you will get and achieve your goals. So for me, I didn't let that just like, oh, that's it, I've lost 300K in funding, I'm just going to quit. It was more of a case of, the more I get upset about it, the worse it's going to be. I'm not going to get any better because I'm upset. So you've got to understand you're not going to pass every challenge that you take. It's not a realistic goal that they're asking you to do. Last year I went traveling, literally this time last year actually, I went traveling, did Bali, Indonesia, they're the same place, Rob, and Thailand and stuff like that. But yeah, it was obviously really good to travel, but when I came home, I just wanted to dial in properly on trading, because when you're away, especially in those kind of places, London session is 2-3 p.m. So you don't really, when you start trading, your whole goal is I want location, time, financial freedom. But when you're actually out there and it's 3 p.m. and you're by a beach, the last thing you want to be doing is sat down trading and looking at charts. So for me, I found that traveling has never helped the way that I trade ever. My biggest feat, I have actually completed Road to a Million last year, or within this year, sorry. But in terms of payouts within those 30 days, I thought that was the most impressive thing that I've done so far. And a big part of that is just, like I said before, understanding the prop firm psychology, using almost the rules that they've put in place, using the targets, understanding what they're asking from you, and applying that funded approach to your strategy. $50,000 in payouts as a 19-year-old. And he could, I can't stress, a lot of what he could do wasn't from all we were teaching him. A lot of it he could trade. It was mainly just the psychology behind funding, actually how you approach these funded accounts effectively and make the most out of them. And even his funded account management is ridiculously good. And a lot of this stuff is down to having proper education and being willing to make a jump in his own skill set. So big shout out, Simon. We obviously have a lot of other results. This is missing loads of slides. So whether you're brand new or have been trading for a long period of time, I believe the system is pretty much the same. Because if you've been trading a long time, you're most likely going to have pretty bad habits built up at this point. And if you've been trading a short time, you're going to have no habits. So you kind of need to go the right way to getting funded. So the way that we do that is typically we make sure that you've got a good understanding of core concepts. So any concepts that you're going to be trading with, you need to know them like the back of your hand. You need to have proper insight on exactly how they work, why they work, etc. Once you've got that, we generally move on to having a proper setup criteria. And I don't just mean I might trade a supply and demand here and there. I mean I only trade this pair at this time within this kill zone with these confluences and this execution model, and this fixed 2 risk reward, or this fixed 3 risk reward. Because the more you make it mechanical initially, as a new trader, as a struggling trader, the more that you have less room for error. So if you make it set up in a criteria, you can test it effectively, and that testing then comes into your trading, and you're not going to divert as much away from that, because that's what most traders do, and that's why most traders fail. These are my socials. I definitely recommend following my YouTube, because that's where we're posting really high quality content at the moment. See you all later. If you do want to grab me when I'm gone or when I'm standing there at some point, then please do. Happy to share any sort of information. Cheers, guys.
I've been messaging you on Instagram. So
okay.
My name's Hussein.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be a part of it.
Yeah, I remember. How you doing?
Yeah, good, man.
You good?
I just recently got 100k funding with the FTMO.
Oh, awesome, bro.
I'm also 50k with the ACG.
That's good.
And at the moment, I've just got a payout loaded on my funded account.
Oh, bro, big congrats. Let's go, brother.
Yeah, and
That's
I
huge.
got a good amount. What advice would you give just to scale up? Because I'm 150k funding, but I just want to get more and more because it's a capital game, isn't it?
I know what you're like, he's saying. I remember you coming in and passing things quickly. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Now, I would honestly secure payouts and doing really well. You've taken 1%, you've left the account.
Yeah.
If I were you, I wouldn't touch that account now until the payout's secured. Take the refund. Is that FTMO?
Yeah.
So take the refund. Or actually, no, with the refund, you can just reinvest into FTMO straight away. So I'd do that. I'd maybe once a payout secured, generally, as the guy before me was saying, you should really reinvest a decent chunk of it back into challenges, especially if you get another good trading cycle in that funded account, you get another payout secured. Again, I would keep approaching the same. With that funded account, that's your safe, just gaining consistent payouts from, and then you can scale from those payouts. But I'd be a hypocrite not to say I wouldn't put everything into funded challenges afterwards.
I don't mind losing a few challenges along the way if I win some. I've heard that people rotate in accounts, so if they win on one, then they'll keep with trading that, or did they lose it?
Yeah, I kind of got asked that a minute ago, and I was like, I don't think if you're going to buy multiple accounts and trade both either at the same time or like rotate too much between them, then like you might as well just buy one big account. I think why I normally tell people to buy multiple accounts is that if they trade on one and don't trade the others, there's much less pressure on the first one. So you're psychologically not like worrying if you're in a bit of drawdown because you've got other accounts. But I wouldn't then switch the other account. I would continue to trade that account if you get me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
You know, is it alright if I get a picture with you?
Yeah, of course, bro. I need to put my stuff down. Right, guys, appreciate you all coming to the event. There was way more than I expected, to be honest with you. A bit of a nervy speech, but really good to see all of you. If you did attend, send me any photos that we got or anything like that. We're currently with some of the work boys having a Nando's, a cheeky one at that. See you later.